I telephoned every hotel in New York and every possible contact that Halliday might have had. And at the end of a month, I knew what had happened. He'd gone, run out, leaving no word, and my share of the money had gone with him. Hello?
Miss Barnes?
Yes?
My name's Robert Wiley. I'm downstairs in the bar. I'd like to come up and talk to you for a few minutes.
I don't think I...
No, you don't know me, but I've heard about you.
Oh?
Some people have been saying that you're looking for somebody.
People?
Yeah. They say you're looking for someone called Halliday.
Do they?
Listen, I'm not a cop, if that's what you mean. Can I come up?
I'm not in the habit of receiving strangers in my hotel room, Mr. Wiley. If you'll wait a few minutes, I'll come down.
Okay, I'll wait for you here in the bar. What'll you be wearing?
A gray tweed coat.
Right. So long. Table over there, okay?
Yes.
You're English, aren't you?
Yes?
Yes, I thought so.
How clever of you. You too?
I was.
What was it you wanted to see me about?
A deal?
What kind of a deal?
I'll sell you Colonel Halliday.
You know where he is?
That's right.
I haven't any money.
But you will have when you find Halliday.
Who told you about me? About Halliday?
Halliday? I've been working for him. At least I was up until a couple of weeks ago. We didn't agree on a couple of things, and he ended up double-crossing me.
How much do you want?
50-50. Partners.
Too much, Mr. Wiley. Much too much.
I don't think so. Halliday's a big shot now. You're going to need help. You couldn't do it without me.
Did he tell you how much he got for the job?
50,000.
Oh.
Well, what do you say?
All right. Where is he?
Partners?
Yes. Where is he, Mr. Wiley?
Of course, there's one little thing.
What's that?
He said if he ever saw me again, he'd kill me.
Isn't that going to make it rather awkward? I mean, for you?
Well, it might. Unless, well, that's where you come in.
Exactly how do I come in, Mr. Wiley?
Well, I thought it might be awkward for Halliday to knock me off if we get to him first.
In other words, before you tell me where he is, I have to agree to help you kill him. Is that the idea?
If you want your dough, that's the idea.
I want my dough, Mr. Wiley. Where is he?
Autolite is bringing you Miss Deborah Kerr in The Lady Pamela, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Halliday was in London, and a week after our meeting, Robert Wiley and I booked passage on the first steamer. It was the second day of our departure. I remember the night, lovely and clear. Wiley had gone to buy a packet of cigarettes. I was leaning over the rail, watching the flashes of phosphorus, and the water was endless.
You want to be careful leaning over the rail like that.
It's beautiful.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in it.
Can't you swim, Mr. Wiley?
Listen, now, let's forget that Wiley stuff. Bob, okay?
Okay.
How does a girl like you get mixed up with Halliday?
I wasn't mixed up with him. He was mixed up with me. There's a difference, you know.
He worked for you.
That's right.
Are you kidding?
Not at all. Why should I?
From what he says, you were the front girl, and he worked out the deal.
The Colonel used to be an actor. I don't think he can bear second billing.
You're quite a girl.
And are you quite a boy?
I've been told. I say, why?
I know you feel that because you're a man, you have to behave like one, but don't ever do that again.
I don't get
I
that.
have no intention of letting you. You'd better understand this. You and I have a business arrangement. I want my money. You want to take care of the colonel. We'll keep to that.
Okay. Don't you ever relax.
I relaxed for 2 years, 9 months, and 14 days in prison. I feel like working now. Do you understand?
No, but if that's the way you want it.
It is. And if you ever try to touch me again, we are finished. 3 days later, we were in London. We found a nondescript hotel in Chelsea and lay doggo for a time. It wasn't going to be easy. The colonel was a very top dog in black market, and we both knew that if he ever found out that Wiley was in England, there'd be trouble. It was Wiley's idea that I go to see him in his flat, but I thought an accidental meeting would be better, and so we planned it that way. I bumped into the colonel at Piccadilly Circus.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I'm so sorry.
Pam, I say it is you.
Colonel, I'd no idea.
Jeffrey, this is marvelous. I mean, absolutely marvelous. How long have you been over here?
Only a few weeks.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, you're lovely as ever, lovely. Look here, could we have a cocktail together? Talk over old times?
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, marvelous. How about Scots? They know me there.
We went to Scott's, and on the way, he prattled about England, his England, and of the old days in America, and it was all quite respectable talk. The colonel was a striking man, wore his clothes beautifully, and walked with the carriage you'd expect from a man who looked like that. They knew him very well in the restaurant. I began to see that this was not the same Halliday I had known 3 years before. We sipped our drinks, and it was all like a very exciting play. He knew I was going to ask him about the money from the robbery, and I knew that my partner was going to kill him.
Well, things are not quite the way they were, although I suppose one must put up with it. Mustn't one?
You seem to have done nicely, Colonel.
Oh, my lovely girl. It's all a matter of comparison, purely.
Comparison to the jobs we used to do on the other side?
Oh, darling, those are trifles. I have no time for such nonsense now.
Neither have I. What did you do with the jewels?
Jewels?
Yes. The ones we got from Tillett's. Remember? You went to San Francisco.
By Jove, of course. What a marvelous memory you have. It's marvelous.
Isn't it?
Yes. It's rather a bad show, I'm afraid. I was hijacked, as our American cousin so quaintly put it.
Who did it?
I don't know. It happened in San Francisco.
Oh.
Yes. And then when I heard what had happened to you and Archer, I gave up and came home to England.
You were awfully lucky, weren't you?
Oh, not really.
Now, it's strange because I heard that you got $50,000 in San Francisco.
No.
Yes.
Rot. Who said so?
Wiley. Robert Wiley.
Wiley? And who is Robert Wiley?
Oh, what's the use of all that, Colonel? You know very well.
As a matter of fact, I haven't the slightest idea of what you're talking about. I gather that I'm supposed to be on close terms with this Wiley chap.
That's right.
I see. Well, you can only believe one of us, can't you? And I tell you, I have never even heard of the man.
I do know you better than I know him, Colonel.
Then you take my word, eh?
No. I take his. I'd like my share, Halliday.
My dear child.
I want my share.
What can I say? I know what you've been through. I think of poor Archer still incarcerated, but on my word of honor, Pam, I didn't get a brass farthing.
I want my money now.
Oh, Pam, you're too marvelous.
I mean it.
Darling girl, things have changed, you know. Over here, I'm the man. I don't take orders anymore. And if I did, it wouldn't be from a woman. Certainly not from you, Pam. You're much too emancipated, even for me.